Do I need to copyright my book? Or should I copyright my book? I get these questions all the time. And there are a lot of myths and advice about copyrighting your book, but today I'm going to clarify exactly what is truth and what is myth, and tell you how AI can affect your decision. Let's start with a couple tests. True or false? The moment your book is in written format, your book is copyrighted. True or false? Let me know down in the comments. The answer to that is true. Now, to be clear, there are limitations as to the legal weight of this type of copyright. But yes, when you create your book, once it's in written format or even audio format, if it can be reproduced, then yes, technically you've copyrighted it. You are the owner of that original content. How about this one? True or false? You can mail yourself a copy of your final manuscript, sign for it, not open it, and the postal date on it will work as a poor man's copyright. True or false to that one? Again, let me know down in the comments. And the answer to that one is false. This process, while creative, holds no legal bearing. Now, before I go any further, as a disclaimer, I am not a lawyer. I don't even play one on TV. I am just sharing with you information that I have collected. So don't take any of this as actual legal advice, but this is information that I've collected and I want to share with you so you can make a more informed decision. So what is the official way to copyright your book? If you want to copyright your book and have the most legal protection, then you need to register your final manuscript to the U.S. Copyright Office. And I'll include a link to the Copyright Office website down in the description. Now, some authors have this mentality that I need to get a registered copyright. That way, if someone copies my book or my book gets really popular and they turn it into a movie, either way, I can prove that I have ownership. Now, while that is true, recently an even more realistic and common reason to register your copyright has come to light, and it's all because of AI, artificial intelligence. Now, I'm just going to share some key points in regards to the most recent information that we have on this, but Kindlepreneur actually did an entire write-up. It's an amazing write-up, and it was done by Steve Aycock, and an intellectual property attorney and registered patent attorney. So I'll include a link to that full write-up down in the description as well. But here are some key points. So Anthropic is the company behind Claude AI. And the claim was that Anthropic trained Claude on thousands of books without permission. Recent court filings showed that Anthropic downloaded large data sets of pirated, copyrighted books, as well as legally purchased books to use to train Claude. In total, approximately 465,000 books were affected in creating the library to train Claude. Now, currently, a decision was made that legally purchased books do fall under fair use. However, pirated books, or books collected from pirated sites, those were not fair use, and the copyright holders are owed damages. The damages are estimated to be about $3,000 for each qualifying book. So if an author has multiple books that were copyrighted and used to train Claude, they could be due approximately $3,000 for each qualifying book that they have. Now, the key term is qualifying books. Only registered copyrighted books qualify. These are books that were registered with the U.S. Copyright Office. Now, this case is still waiting for final judicial approval, and there are also several other cases similar to this that are still waiting for decisions to be made. But regardless of what the final outcome is, if nothing else, it shows us the importance more now than ever that if you want to be able to protect your intellectual property, the book that you've poured your heart and soul into, then you strongly should consider filing for a registered copyright with the U.S. Copyright Office. Even if you don't reside in the U.S., if your book is available in the U.S., whether it's physical copy or digital copy, like on Amazon.com, you need to file a registered copyright with the U.S. Copyright Office in order for your book to be officially copyrighted and seen in the legal eyes of the U.S. legal system. As a quick side note, once you file your copyright, you can publish your book. You don't have to wait until the U.S. Copyright Office has completed your registration. As of right now, they're months and months behind. And so you don't have to wait that long to actually publish your book. And again, you don't have to copyright it. But if you want to protect it the best way that you can, protect that intellectual property, not only from people who can possibly pirate it, if your book becomes hot and they want to turn it into a movie and you want to show your copyright ownership of that, or you want to protect it from things like this where if a company uses it to feed their AI or whatever they might use it for in the future and they didn't purchase it outright, then you can protect yourself. Then you definitely want to consider getting a registered copyright. Now, while a registered copyright can protect your book legally and show your ownership of that intellectual property, it's not necessarily going to sell your book. Now, if you do want to know some great ways to increase your chances of getting more book sales, then check out this video right here. I'll catch you inside that video, and remember to write right.